Okay, let's set the frame properly. It seems a little off. Let's look. Okay, I'm just record. No, I'm just record directed the TV. So, hi guys! Hi guys! Welcome back to Darish's own channel. Finally, the royal image, the release candidate 0. Release candidate 0. You see? To set yet, but minor things. Everything rocks. Everything is great with this 400 gigabyte image. Hi Mastertronic. How cool that name. Mastertronic is a little nostalgic. Mastertronic made some great budget games for the Commodore 64. Yes! Hi and welcome to the live chat, and come on, let's decide together the games. Otherwise I will go myself. Who cares? I want to tell you something. The image was planned for this month, but something very cool things happened in the process, thanks to you, because you helped me to add new very cool things. You see the artwork by Jimiga. The new artwork, the Metal Gear artwork, which will be the flagship, artwork flagship of the PS1, and this is the new theme, a red theme. You voted this theme. You liked way more than I was expected. So go with the red. The red king will be the full theme of this giant image. You see, there's a little less games than the previous beta. We are under the 500 games, 74 games, but you see the PC Engine CD at least is increased very much, the 101 games. I very like the PC Engine CD, so thanks to you, thanks to my super titanium brutal bass, who provided me a lot of super cool games for the PC Engine, just like this crazy game I will want to show you. Aicho Aniki, the Japanese madness. These monitors. Turns off the monitors. Looks nice. Thank you, guy. It's just the beginning. And this is Chuaniki. Look at this crazy game for the PC Engine CD. So more game for PC Engine CD and less game for the PSX, but mostly are garbage, so who cares? Yes, it's all Japanese, but don't worry, because this is a shooter, so not reason, it's not needed to, and you don't have to understand anything. All this crazy. It's a shooter. Just strike the start button and shoot! I see the frame is out of focus. Let's see if you can do something about this. I think the camera suffer a little with. Let's try to increase. And we hope it's a little better and like that, because I've noticed this out of focus is harder to. And some others cool games for the PC Engine CD which you want to show you. You see that crazy shooter. It's fun, and it's the sequel actually, because the first the Chorniki is not that one. The Chorniki, Super Big Brother. Let's hope there's is on focus this time. Start easy because very difficult games. You have to select the character. First stage Eden is a little better. I'm already dead, not bad. Super hard games. It's not too easy to play in front of a camera. It's so hard. First boss already. I like this position. I feel safe on the corner. On the left corner, I feel safe. And it's done. Second stage. Crazy Japanese games. So you can play all this game because our shooters, the RPG adventures are in English, USA, or are just translated. Golden Axe, other games, and even I think my friend Jimiga could appreciate. It came from the desert. Yes, there's also games by Somewhere on this platform. It's so hard. Lords of Thunder, Mega Twins, Cheeky Cheeky Boys. You see the Godzilla, Mystic Formula, Prince of Persia, Airtight Complicity. I've already played that, but I just play a game because I love the soundtrack of this game. Bruno Bass, welcome to the chat. My titanium Bruno Bass. You want a story for a type? You have a story.
地球外生命体へのメッセージとして金属板や銅製のレコードなどが搭載されていたのは有名な話である。
Full Japanese glory. Look at the soundtrack of this game. It's so cool. Let's try. I lost the frame. Let's recover the frame. Mega hard game for only for hardcore. It's so hard. It's crazy hard. Listen to the music, so 90s. I love this weapon. Look to the boss encounter. Oh my god. Was already almost dead. Okay, you have to play this game when you get this image. That has to be the first game because this is the dawn game. The right zone, raw spirits, Ryuko no Ken, which is just art of fighting. Don't mess with Japanese names. Maybe I will rename that because there's also the Fatal Fury, the Fatal Fury special, but I'm almost sure. No, Garou Densetsu special is Fatal Fury actually. Well, I can rename these games on the final release. So you see a lot of PC engines, the games, and another super bumped platform is open board. The open board, and you want it, you have it, and it was a very good idea with the technique to set the clone the control, because the open board games are a little less to set the control. So this is the 30 top open board games on the Royal Image, and every game has a custom artwork, looks so good, and every game is good. Bruce Lee, Castlevania, there's two Castlevania Contra, Crisis Evil 1 and 2, Double Dragon Zero, um, Dragon Ball. This impressive game. Maybe we will look later. Final Fight, even that one is good. Golden Axe Legend, Golden Axe Remake, He-Man, Never Final Fight, Marvel Superheroes, Mortal Kombat, and every game has snaps videos, of course. Night Slash, very good, very good, very good. The Street of Rage 2X, Super Fighting Spirit, this is so good. This is the game I love the most. Fantastic. The guys who made this are genius. The intro with the music of the Amiga version. Basically they get the sprites for the Amiga version and also for the Double Dragon arcade. And there's also a special guest, Ken from Street Fighter. See you later, guys. Yes, the open board games are very cool. They all are games made by the community, so crazy. Look there. They get sprites from the classic brawlers. Lot of dynamite. Okay. Fun games. The Mortal Kombat also are very good. And Teenage Ninja, this is very good. Shell Shock. Looks the graphic of this game. You also need to load a lot because it's a big game. How's the chat, guys? Do you have some requests? Look the music. I wonder where they get this remix. Shell shock. Can also select level. Incredible. And even underwater. Yeah, look how many characters you can select. Okay, I need to set the console at 1, so I will leave you with this taste and the curiosity to test, and you have to set your controller with this. Every game need, if you change controller, I've changed the controller for test so it's not recognize my controller. Anyway, and this is the PSX set. You see a lot of games you also request. I'm like to add because I also like the Basta Move, Street Fighter collection. I don't know. Let's see if the chat has some idea, because otherwise I will. Don't let me play my Rage Racer, because you know I like Rage Racer. Cooler World, the last games I've added, the Riven. This is a super adventure, 5-disc massive adventure if you like point and click games. The Resident Evil old saga, obviously, and the Tomb Raider old saga. Policenauts translated, Persona, Parasite Evil, the NHL, NCAA March Madness, the Rally 2. I saw the also Franco Franchi, Mastertronic. Alias Mastertronic like this game, interesting. NASCAR Rumble, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Mortal Kombat 3, 2, 1, every Mortal Kombat release for the PlayStation is here. Marvel Superheroes, LSD, this is crazy Japanese game. International Karate. Let's we go back on the. You see, this is the community set. You choose the games included here, and the interesting is the fun fight with the CD Ranger soundtrack, thanks to the emulator MAME. Some of you had me on that, the CD soundtrack. I was included the music from the Sega CD, but you suggested to include the music from the Xbox 360s. So let's try with sounds, and this is the arcade version, obviously. the music of the of the Xbox version, the version they released. The volume is too high. I don't know which soundtrack I prefer most. And the neighbors is already the neighbors already go crazy with this insane volume. They move. It's too high. It's too high. Those punks with the high volume. So I don't know. I like the most the Cigar CD soundtrack, but even that one is not bad. Commodore 64 Daphne. Some requests on chat. I can check. Blue Bass. Okay, Blue Bass asked for the Resident Evil, but I removed for now because it was too different from the original version. There's a different outfit. Maybe I will add back as optional version because I don't feel so comfortable to set as main version. It's too different. Yes, it has the uncensored videos and the classic soundtrack, but there's different outfits. I don't know. For now, there's the classic director cut version, but I repeat, I can add later as optional version because thanks to Geek I've gained a lot of space because I gave Blue Base. I got the fluid finally. And I got back some space so I can add other stuff. I've had a lot of CHD, and even the Fifth Element is back. It's not so bad after all. It's bad, but I've played it for an hour and zoom. Okay, come on, just suggest me something to play. And let's try Evil Dead. Hey from the Dead. And you see there's a new bezel with the new arts by Jimmy Gaved with Metal Gear, and on the right side there's still Jill Valentine. Who's back? Yes, I found it. This is very hard. The hardest PS1 game to find. It's incredible. Me and Brutal Bass, we like fluid and music, which is called on USA MTV Music Generator, but it's the same.
Am I insane? I wouldn't necessarily say I'm crazy, simply because I've heard the voices and
The screen solution is Full HD.
But I must be crazy to believe.
It's Full HD for most of system, almost all system basically. Only Dreamcast low to HD ready, and the Nintendo 64. Every other system is Full HD. You can notice because my TV just made a switch. If the resolution change, you see a switch, and you not see until now, because all the games I've showed until now are Full HD.
Nothing ever happened. I wondered if all of it had just been a bad dream. Boy, was I.
So on 1080 pixel. And this is the game based on the Evil Dead Sam Raimi Evil Dead saga.
Jenny's out there somewhere.
With the voice of Bruce Campbell,
If I can find
the actor
pages from
who
the Necronomicon,
played
might be able to
the
send you
fantastic
back and undo
actor
this
of the
whole
movies, Ash. I not played this game before, so it seems very. Get away from me! It seems very Resident Evil style. This creature. The graphics good. This creature is very annoying. The volume is still high. My neighbor already hates me. Oh no, there's two of them. It's better to get away from a toilet. Okay, I think this needs some. Okay, you don't suggest a game to play, so I just move random. The Duke Nukem games you want all Duke Nukem. I to be honest, I only know the Duke Nukem Total Meltdown. I never played the Time to Kill and Land of Babes, but I trust. I trust your taste is same, even if trash is the same, because I like trash games too. Toy Story Racer, Discord, Dino Crisis, Die Hard, two games, Die Hard. Let's try a CHT game. I don't remember. Dead or Alive should be one of them. This is one of the last game I've added another adventure. If it's horror adventure is in, because I love all horror adventures. Crypt Killer, Crime Killer, another game you request on server. And every PlayStation game has a snap video. Look, oh my god, it took me 3 weeks to set this set. You have to consider lot of artworks are made hand by me because my script doesn't work anymore. It was a nightmare. I showed the artworks I made by myself, not generated by the the scraper. That ones are all by the scraper. Okay, no, there's not problem. That one I made by myself because, and you see, that one I made by myself. That one too. Oh, mamma mia! Ghost in the Shell, Gran Turismo, Grandia, Armful Park. This is the shooter similar to Parodius. Okay, we will change platform after that. You remind me of Zio Tibia. Zio Tibia was a cult program on Italy. Another shooter, Japanese shooter. You don't need to understand what's going on because just a Japanese crazy, so who cares? Strange things happens on screen. You listen cute voices. Oh my god, that's so good, this game. You have to play this game. Okay, this is like a smartphone, I suppose. Okay, the fun fact is you have over 20,000 of games, but you turns out you play the same games because it's like that. You want to play the same games. For example, I love to play 1942 for Commodore, but not this time. But you may want to explore some games you haven't played on your life. So this is the set you selected. You, my people, is Amiga Commodore people. A little bit. There's plenty of Amiga games, Commodore games, a lot of arcade, and some PlayStation games. And this is the engine CD game. NES game, but for the most is a very personal computer type, a type. Someone asked for a type, why not for the PC engine CD? With Dangerous. Okay, I remember now. The Mastertronic made a request. Trust for Commodore 64. Rick Dangerous. That Rambo images, that was awesome. Awesome! Rambo is Italian stallion is my mascotti. It's must trust Mastertronic. Write something, say something on the chat. You'll see you have 4,000 of Commodore 64 games are enough for you. Oh my god. I'm still on T leather. Trust 1 and 2. You mean Trust? Yes. Frankie Mastertronic, you mean Trust? Or Trust 2? and Rick Dangerous. That fucking phone show me the chat for a second. Just one. It's just with the with the H. I don't know. Yes. Hey, I was not played for 4,000 of game for the Commodore. Some loadings here because it should be a disk type game. You know, on this image there's also cartridge selection, which is very good. There's because there's not loading at all, and there's not disk swap either. But if you go into the main Commodore collection, you can you have to prepare to some loading. Is that one? No space. That menu by the Crackers group was so annoying. All this text. So no, another text. You want trainer, you want this, you want that. I want to play. Fool. With the keyboard here. Okay, you just set a keyboard, a real keyboard in case, because what the fuck is this that? Aspetta. Game over, the fastest play of my life. Something wrong here. No? Not working at all. There must be a way. I don't remember this game at all. It seems to play to another speed. No. Okay. Oh my god, this is so hard. He's a fucking crazy. I don't know, it's very fast and I don't think it works perfect on emulator. That one needs some investigation. Okay, it was a disaster. And the one I was referring before, the Commodore 64 cartridge selection. And also the compilation, that one is also compilation based on the Easy Flash, so there's not loadings and there's not disk swap. You see, there's around 300 games, not entire set by any means. Bionic Commando. Let's try this. I remember that one was huge loadings. That the range a little from the experience. Text, you know. Okay. It was a pretty impressive conversion at the times. Even the music. Oh no! It's not so easy. It's incredible. Oh no. Mamma mia, the music is incredible. Listen to the arpeggios. Let me check who made the music, even if I have some clues. Tim Foley. Tell me about that. The great minds of the music on Commodore, Tim Foley, Martin Galway. All that genius, UK genius, musician. Cybernoid. Megapocalypse. Mastertronic suggests some game. The speed is fast, I told you, is not seem to work properly. It can happen with the emulator, you know. Crazy Comets, yes, why not? Crazy Comets, I have on cartridge too, so. Yes, the speed was not normal at all. This not seem so good. No. Let's try if I'm afraid this one is not working. Yes, I was a total idiot. I had to press A. Na 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 la la na 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 na. So good the music. The effects overlap the music. Master Sonic like my singing. Rob Hubbard, I love Rob Hubbard. And let's play a game of your Space Ace. The Daphne. One of the reasons I left the develop on of my image on Battlesera is because there's not Daphne at all. And I love Daphne. I don't know why they cut out the Daphne open bore, and that even Amiga is not perfect on that front end. But it works well on RetroPie. You know, maybe you don't like laser game. They are part of our retro history, and that one is the use the same assets of the arcade. I've never played. Oops, my bad. I never played a version so accurate. If you really want a replica of the arcade, that one is a perfect replica of arcade. The commands are a little different here. You don't have to strike the self button like I just done, because you will exit from the Daphne emulator.
Space Ace, defender of justice, truth, and the planet Earth. Ace is being attacked by the evil Commander Borg.
Basically, you have to insert the coins with the Y, and you start the game. We start. Don't be afraid. You have to use only one command: the A button for fire and the D-pad for direction. No. He let me pass the stage.
Kimberly, come in. Are you okay?
Okay.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
I just
sure.
kidnapped by aliens, that's all.
That's all.
I'll save you, Kimmy.
Let me help you. You remember this, the lines.
Wow.
Ah.
Whoa. Space station, request permission to land. Aha, Borf is here. Whoa. Ah.
Surrender your power.
Oh, far out.
Whoa! Dexter! Get me out of here!
You will lose. Oh. Okay, Space Ace. It will take you back to your game room. My rolls Superstar Dust. A lot of gems on the. I know you like the Teenage Ninja. I like this arcade too. It was so great. I'm playing on 4 people. Someone asked for Darish and for Amiga CD32. Good choice, guys. Arcade Pool Asteroids Barbarian class. Batman the movie. And don't forget you have this cool feature I will set as default on the image. It's called the Royal Saver. Basically, if you strike, sell a button with your explore the game. While you explore the game, you press the sell button and that happens. Random videos start to play from the library. As we talk about more than 10,000 of videos. It's huge. So video are played random. If you press start during a video, it will start the game you see. So you are undecided. I can see you. You are undecided. Just strike the Royal Saver and he will choose a game for you. You can also see the name of the game. It's Operation Annoy. What the fuck is that? Annoy. No, I can show the new bezel because I've not set the new bezel, but I can show something. Because for in television, oh, I started the game. You see, I press start in the game. He made and he very deserve credit for that. He made he made that hand by himself. Made all the bezel for the television, but I have to set yet because I've used old bezel you saw on the Shark. No problem, I will set the bezel manually just to show all this bezel looks is great. But just remember this is a work in progress here because I have to set. So, but the bezel already made, I repeat, Geeko B made all the bezels. Impressive. You work on this a week because we had in contact each other and he made a lot of time to create of the overlays. I show you one overlay to the screen have to be set to 4/3 because I don't know why the in television emulator start with the wrong ratio. So the bezel by Gigaby are here, but I will set every bezel on the. Don't worry, you don't have to do this. I just do this for to show. You see the bezel. He made the correct ratio bezel. The sear type screen ratio, so it's correct, and you have the classic television bezel, and on the left screen you have a replica of the keypad. It's fantastic. This is a masterwork. Kudos to Geekoby. So yes, it's great. And not only he made attention to every detail, because if you press the shoulder button, you see the little keypad. If you use an overlay with the frame and overlap a little the keypad. So he made a border overlay, not a frame overlay. So you see the keypad is free, and it's important to see clear the keypad, because bravo, 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 Geekoby. He made more than 100 of overlay every television game, basically. If you believe it, let's look. I just can load another bezel on this game, because every game is here. You see Atlantis. Let's see the bezel for Atlantis on the shark. Seems legit to me. No, aiuto. It's so good, ma insomma, guardate, look how it's good. Now is my time to kill the shark. Okay, I'm big now, I'm fat. Look my, I'm fat and bad, a fat fish. A big fish, I'm hungry. Nope. Beep, beep. I'm so hungry. This little fish. Alzate, cornuto, alzate! Yes, this was my favorite cartridge for the television. I very love this game. Alzate, cornuto, alzate! Space Armada doesn't work, unfortunately. There's some problem with the emulator. You die instantly. But base prefer that Atari. Let's play some Atari, it seems. Not only, but at the time I choose in television. You see, without the overlays you cannot play, because you die instantly. But at least now you can play this fantastic game called the Space Battle. Okay, every set. Let's see. So good. It's so good. Look at the overlay. I don't remember the technique to start the game slow. Is the yellow button, if I remember well. So the three button, right? Slow now. No. With X. I remember the first time I had to select the yellow speed anyway. Restart and X, right? Okay, there's a slow finally. Not so much. No, it's fast. Yes, it's fast. This is super hard, difficult. You try again. I don't want to give up. Or was this the 6 button of the 3 button? It's so frustrating. So working so well last time. Nada, it's still too fast. Too fast. Super fast. Maledizione. Maledizione. That's fucking game. Even there. Sergio asked if every scrape. No, Ah, yes, you're right. It should be the on description how to set. No, I'm not the script. I use your beginning speed is press 3. But I don't remember the procedure. I have to reset and then press X, right? Okay. Select 3 with the B button. Okay. I won't give up. Okay, select 3 with B button. Restart. And press X. Seems still fast to me. I don't know what's going on. Less time. This time, then I will give up. No. Okay, it worked. I'm a total idiot. I not pressed X, but I pressed B. Total idiot, but it's low now. I need the overlay. I need the overlay. Maybe this is the best game released for the television. It's fantastic. You have to play this game. Ci siamo? Ci siamo? You have these 3 squadron, and then you have to defend the center of the screen is your base. And the enemies, you can see when your dot encounter, you just strike the good bell. And this is the white dot squadron. You see the speed finally. The funny thing is on the slower speed there is too much easy. It's so good. Let's see the ideas the coders use to give some 3D effect. Okay, another one. The yellow squadron. No way you will. No way you will. And you can also make a combo with the debris. The debris can destroy other ships too. It's so cool. And I want to make you listen the most satisfying sound of all time. The siren, the victory siren, when you destroy all the enemies, is the victory siren is so satisfying. No, see the unpredictable. Okay, another is timed for blue team. Basically, it's so easy with the speed and it's almost impossible. Only to the no sound of the television. Okay, the yellow squadron is still because we go to base because you see the enemy squadron assault my. I have to destroy this group because they are close to my base. All your base all behind to us. Last one. No! He killed me. No, he runs away. The last. I can call back the other two because the blue is for final battle. You think it's easy? It's not. It's not easy at all. You have to consider this game is 68. Lot of ideas for the time they made it. The last one! Listen the fanfare, the siren of victory. When you don't have a music for, and you just go with the siren. So good. Ah, yeah, the most difficult one seems legit to me. So you see the Geekobi overlays are incredible. And you will have on the final release already all set properly. I waste a lot of time with the PSX because I've included all the new CHD and I've bumped the try Atari 26000. What the games request by Brutal? No, the disc difficult speed is unbearable. Enduro for the Atari. I don't remember. I don't remember. It was free with the television. Sorry. No Enduro. I don't think so. No Enduro this time. Okay, or Jungle Ant or Pitfall. Pitfall is Jungle Hunt. Classic. So let's play a lot of Atari 2600. 2600. Oh, the Johnny game. Don't remember that. Okay. Diving. It's pretty cool. You have to go back to surface to breathe. Oh, seriously, brutal bass is so much better to play space battle than that. I want to play space battle and shark for the rest of my life. I think honestly the Atari is not aged so well to talk about between us, but it's fascinating, yes, but I don't know. Pitfall 2 still a big game. Still great game, that one. Ok, basta, 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 basta. Atari 26. Okay, another game, and before it stops, see, there's a lot of people, so let's keep, why not? Let's fire the YouTube. This is a record for me. So long. The Nintendo 64 is less than 30 games, some hacks, but I've selected games that runs well, so don't worry. For example, the Doom 64. Look, the intro is a little lagging, but the game runs well. Demon Attack is nice. You see that my television is downgrade to HD ready. You see the intro lags, but the game runs well. This is strange. The Nintendo 64 and the Dreamcast are the only system which I can't see shit. So good this game, guys. Ultra violent. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's Sada here. Another platform I bumped thanks to brutal bass. Yes, my right hand. And don't forget that the gorgeous Neo Geo CD games, guys, is the same set as King 256. But the PSP, we forget the PSP. So much game for the PSP. 55 games, mostly are minis game, but why not? They runs well, and I want to show I tricked a little the emulator because, for example, the virtual tennis doesn't work good but with some tricks I've managed to run full HD. You see the screen doesn't switch resolution. This is one of the most demanding games for the PSP. At least the minis, obviously. One of the most demanding minis. And look, by default is like a slow motion. This is the graphic. It's good. Now this game is so good. You have to play this game. Take that. It's brutal bass online. You see, bro. Okay, the only games that have the Nintendo game which have the iGress are the Super Mario 64 and and Mario Kart. The other games all runs on low resolution. So you have all these games, mini games, simple game but fun. There's also Luminis, and I've also jumped the PSP, so there's more. It's not Mission Impossible. Another gay games. Let's look this. Is include the original and the remix version. Not only 200 gigabyte of PSX games. It has to be a more space for other system too. So I'm happy like that. You helped me to sell games. You helped me to provide stuff. So it's a very stop talking. It's very community driven image. So I'm very proud of that, because remember always you also made that. And Mike Knights especially. Remember when you will play that, remember you also made that. Okay, that one seems to need some tweaks. So the new legs, the new version, the classic is good. The classic is fine.
Stay forever.
But
Destroying environmental.
I prefer the original version anyway. Okay, there's some problem here. Oh, okay, we will look into it. Of course, there's Doom games and story. Not all like this artwork is too violent, but no problem because we share different artworks on my DT server. If you want to join, remember you can find the invite code on the video description, so no problem if you want to join the Discord server. And so I was saying, this is the image we made together, so I'm very proud. It's a community driven image, so we made the last touch and the less refinement in television, something like that, little things. But you see is a stable release. Everything, almost everything works, and the shit can always hit the fan, you know. But for that, then your feedbacks are important. You know, I'm here and I listen. So we see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and we catch up on the next one.